If you haven't yet, hit that subscribe button and smash the bell icon. You don't want to miss what's coming next. Now, let's dive in. The political stage in South Africa is ablaze, and Floyd Shivambu has just dropped a bombshell. MK Party is not an alternative to South Africa's developmental crisis. He's not mincing words, and every line of his critique carries weight. What follows isn't just political trash talk, it's a frontal assault on a movement he once joined, now condemns, and warns the country against placing its hopes in. Shivambu used to be EFF's deputy president. He recently joined MK Party as its Secretary General. Then, in June 2025, he was removed from that role, an exit wrapped in contradictions, accusations, and power plays. Now, he's leading a new formation called the Mayor by Africa movement. In the process, he's positioning himself as the truth speaker, uncompromising critic, and fresh disruptor. What Shivambu is saying cuts deeper than party politics. He insists that MK Party's constraints are baked into its identity. He accuses it of being grounded in Zulu nationalism, lacking ideological depth, and tethered to regional/ethnic limitations. By your habits, culture, and mannerisms, you are unable to fulfill the following responsibilities, he asserts. He doesn't just attack MK, he also draws sweeping lines to the EFF and the ANC, arguing none of them offers a credible pathway out of the social, economic, and structural crises haunting South Africa. Take corruption, for instance. Decades of mismanagement, ill discipline, and state capture have eroded public trust and siphoned resources meant for housing, education, health. Shivambu contends that MK, like its predecessors, is too entangled in personality politics to confront systemic rot. He suggests the party lacks the institutional capacity, organizational discipline, and ideological coherence to deliver transformative change. The timing of his critique is striking. His ouster from MK exposed deeper fractures, shifting allegiances, internal rivalries, governance failures. Observers say his removal underscores MK's fragile leadership structure and power struggles masked by public posturing. While MK may command seats in parliament and win attention, Shivambu argues that electoral strength alone is meaningless if a party can't deliver. In fact, he calls MK and EFF a shrinking minority, politically, not worthy of being center stage in a new political dispensation. Shivambu doesn't do wishy-wash. He labels the EFF directionless, claims it's adopted the manners and habits of the ANC, and laments its drift into self-enrichment over public service. He positions Mayorbai as the reset, a disciplined, values-based, people-centered alternative. But seeing his razor criticisms, one wonders, is he launching a movement or staking a claim on political purity? Here's the catch, the developmental crisis South Africa faces is multi-layered. High unemployment, stark inequality, dilapidated infrastructure, energy collapse, education system decay, these are problems that demand long-term structural solutions, not slogans and factions. A party must show clarity on how to rebuild local governments, how to invest in energy and transport, how to reform the state, how to root out corruption. Shivambu seems to argue MK hasn't even begun to grapple with that. The boldness of his claim, MK is not an alternative, forces the public to ask the question, what then is an alternative? Is it a new party, a coalition, a movement beyond electoral politics? His narrative pushes South Africans to demand more than flashy branding and emotional appeals. He's saying, "You judge us by capacity, coherence, integrity." Will people listen? Will MK withstand this internal assault? Will Mayorbai rise from critique to credible contender? One thing is sure, this is more than party gossip. It's a strategic challenge to South Africa's political architecture, a demand for clarity, performance, and truth. So if you follow South Africa's politics, keep watching. This clash is shaping the next phase of what real transformation could look like. If you want more breakdowns like this, deep dives, fearless takes, truth bombs. Subscribe, hit the bell, and let's keep peeling back the layers together.